Hi, everybody. It is Mrs. Carney again. Right now, I'm going to show you how to join a Google Meet and some of the behaviors that your teachers are going to want to see when you're in that meet. Okay, so again, I started at the R.P. Connor Elementary website. Now, I want to explain something to you. When you are on your iPad, there's actually an icon on your iPad for Classroom. So when you're on your iPad, you don't have to necessarily go through these steps. Um, you can if you click on Safari and it takes you to the RP Connor website. But if you are using the device that the district had given you, you should just have an icon on your iPad. But I'm going to do this as if we are working from either a computer at home or a Chromebook or a laptop or something else like that. Okay, so I'm in the RP Connor website. Again, I go to these three lines. The drop down box happens and I go to teaching and learning. That drops down again and I click on K5 online resources. When I get to that page, remember we scroll down a little bit until we see Google. Click on Google. And we go to our classroom. Today I'm going to work off of my class. Okay. So I click on the title and you'll see the Google Meet link is right there. It has a little video camera icon next to it also. So I click it. And here I am. Okay. The first thing you want to remember, you want to mute yourself. You want to go in muted. Okay. So you're going to click and no one's going to be able to hear you. All right. I'm going to turn the microphone back on just for the sake of this video that I'm creating. But you, as a student, are always going to mute yourself. You're going to turn off your microphone. You're going to click the Join Now button. And you won't see this because I'm the teacher, but you'll see me and you'll see yourself. Okay, so what you're going to do now down here, if you forgot to mute yourself before you joined, here's the button again. It looks like a microphone. So you mute yourself. No one's going to be able to hear you. The reason we mute ourselves is so that your teacher is the only person who's getting the attention right now. Okay. Sometimes, we're all working from home, so there's going to be background noise, or you might see your friends and you get really excited and you want to say hi and chit chat. But really the main person who should have the mic is your teacher. Okay. So the other thing you want to remember is you want to make sure the video, your camera is always on. So remember that. Microphone off, camera on, always. Now, let's also make sure, now I'm the only person here, but when we meet as a group, you'll be able to see all of your classmates, okay? If you hover over the person's face, you'll see this little, it looks like a little thumbtack, okay? You click that thumbtack and that person will stay on your screen. That person, again, is your teacher. So when you go onto your Google Meet, you are going to make sure that you're muted, your camera is on, and you have pinned your teacher to your main screen. That is very important. Again, we're in school, right? We have to remember that we are in class. So the teacher is the person who gets all of the attention right now. So let's say all of a sudden you're confused and you have a question. Do not unmute yourself. Keep yourself muted. However, what you can do is go into the chat. The only thing you are using the chat for is questions for your teacher. Okay? So if you go down here, you'll see it says send a message to everyone. So yes, when you go in and you ask a question, everybody will be able to see it. Now your teacher will answer your question when she feels the time is right. It might be right then. It might be after the lesson. Okay, so you just have to be patient. Please do not comment on anybody else's question. Please do not answer the question for the teacher. Okay, your teacher will answer in either the chat right now, or she might just very quickly write you an answer in the chat. So if you have a question, okay, please don't raise your hands or wave or shake or anything. Don't unmute yourself. Just send it in the chat. So let's just say, please explain the get chart again. Okay. You go over here. This always looks like a paper airplane to me. So you click. Okay. Now it's up there. Your teacher can see it. Your classmates can see it. And your teacher will get to your question when she is able to. Okay. So now if you don't want to chat, you can always just X out. Okay. Again, you'll see everybody's faces. I'm still pinned. You can see I pinned myself. I can unpin myself. You are not going to unpin your teacher. And now the lesson's over and your teacher says, you know what? I'm looking at the time. It's time for lunch and recess. We're going to hang up right now. This is how you leave a Google Meet. Do not leave the Meet until your teacher tells you to, because it's the same as just all of a sudden walking out of the classroom, and we don't do that. Okay? Do not leave the Meet until your teacher tells you to. But to leave the Meet, it's like hanging up a phone. All right? You just click that. It tells you left the meeting. If you clicked on that by accident, you can always rejoin. Okay? Or you can go to the home screen. If you look up here, the Meet is a separate tab than your classroom. So you can always click on the classroom too. All right, go back to your classroom, see if your teacher has anything posted for that day. Again, if you have any questions, please contact your teacher. I hope this was informational for you and that you understood it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.